Hey, Brian from Garage Hall. I have my sweatshirt on. It is cold here in the studio. I had a heater that's not working so well. Plus, it's 22 degrees outside, which doesn't help matters. But I got something that's going to help me out a lot. I've found out as I get older, my hands get super cold. But I do a lot of work that I can't actually wear gloves all the time. So I finally got something that's going to help me in between everything. Sure, sweatshirts have pockets and stuff, but sometimes they are just as cold as the outside sometimes, and it's not going to get your hands on the warm side. Hand warmers work great, but I have something here that is going to help out a lot more, and this is kind of like a waist hand warmer that you basically put on, and you basically wrap that around you, and it's got a belt and adjusts to a bunch of different sizes. So you basically put that, and then you can put your hands in here, and then if you have, like, I have these fancy hand warmers, but you can use the disposable kind, or you can use this type that gets that area nice and warm. So let's turn that on high, and then you can kind of leave those hand warmers in there, and then you have a nice warming spot on your belt. And again, this does adjust. I think I have this a little on the looser side, so it adjusts really easy. And what I'll do is I'll get these hand warmers going, cooking in there, and then we're going to use a temp gun and see basically how warm it gets on the inside. And very cool, it has an outside pocket on here as well that I'll show you. So this is huge. You could definitely put like your wallet and all sorts of stuff. Like I could put my temp gun in there, and there's lots of room for everything else. Got my microphones and stuff that I can put in there, so if I'm outside doing any recording, all that equipment is basically in there and ready to go. So I mean, that's a big pocket, so that's pretty awesome. But you have a bunch of different sizing elastic pieces on here, so you can adjust it to whatever size you need. And then you have this pocket enclosure, so you can basically pull this a lot tighter, so you can definitely limit the amount of outside air exposure that goes into these. So now you have a tighter area that your hands are going to fit in. So that is, I mean, that is like amazingly warm. I know I'm kind of like really going crazy about it, but absolutely. So let's get down into the center here where you have these. So kind of, temperature's a little all over the place, but it's going to have to stable. But you can already see it's like 70 degrees in there, 78. So I found the hot spot. Okay, right there. So it's like 84 degrees on the inside of that currently. 86. So it keeps going up depending on where I point it inside there. But I can definitely tell you that it's absolutely awesome. And I love the fact that it's kind of like, this one is a neutral black color. So I can use it down in the front. And it's great because if I have a sweatshirt on, obviously I can kind of keep that a little concealed if I wanted to. So again, nice and warm. But anyway, this thing is absolutely awesome for these colder winter days, especially when I gotta work on some equipment outside and I need the dexterity in my hands without wearing gloves. Anyway, absolutely love this thing. Brian from Garage Hall, thanks for watching, and be safe and warm out there.